for joining. My name's Amanda Adey, and I'm located down in Melbourne, and I'm part of the Soul Collective group. So I've been doing the AO scanner for 2 years. My background is a full-time kinesiologist for 21 years, teaching, running workshops and one-on-one sessions. This AO scanner is a beautiful complementary to my health and wellness business, and I'm loving the journey so far. So this is a really great group. There's so many in the group. I think was there 80 or 90 in the big group, which is amazing. So tonight, because the theme of the whole frequency program is spring into spring. So I run on the side for many, many years to do with my kinesiology practice, 5-element retreats. And so I'm bringing in the theme of spring, because we're in spring, and the element of wood to talk to you all tonight. So we're going to just have a bit of a fun chat about the theme. And then I'm going to end it with a 15 minutes, about 15-minute little visualization meditation. So when we get to that, you can turn off your screens and sort of get in a very relaxed state. And then we'll sort of bid you off into the night. So welcome, welcome, welcome. So I'm just going to start to share my screen with you guys. Hang on a minute. Can everyone see that? Okay. And everyone can hear me. So yeah, I'm just going to have a little quick chat to you a little bit about the theme. I mean, I know that as we're working through this 21-day program, you've got a lot of different themes to do with abundance and self-love and health and chakras and stress. So I just also wanted to touch on what spring's about. So you also might be journeying through a couple of different other things on your healing journey. So it might be just good to highlight that. So let's just take you through a little bit about what happens in this springtime in this wood element. So there's a couple of key components of gifts and themes that might be coming up for you throughout this whole springtime. So not only on this 21-day program, but as you journey through the whole of spring. So there's different elements of healing that can come in. And so some of those themes I'll just have a quick chat to you about. The first one is your eyes and your vision. So that's a really big element of this time of the year. So is our senses, our vision. And these themes kind of will weave in through the frequencies and through all the other girls' beautiful that we're bringing into the group. So vision. So do you have a vision for this time of year? So it goes past the ability to take in visual information through the eyes, but it's also about you envisioning possibilities for your future. So maybe keep that in mind. Do you have goals and a vision for your future at the moment? Because this is a perfect time to plant those seeds. And then we go into the planning. So we're going to be talking in a minute when we go into the visualization about the liver and the gallbladder. So liver is all about being the planner of your body. So once we have a vision, we need to have a plan and a way to take us there. So that could be a map, a chart, a series of connections and steps that will guide your path. So the liver is about being the general of your life. It strategizes, it creates a grand plan, and we need to prioritize and organize ourselves. So if our wood element is not strong, we may have issues with planning. So yeah, good time to get a vision, good time to start planning. We've got the motivation frequencies that may help us start that plan off. So we follow on to decision making. So once we've got the plan, we're ready to set it out on our journey. So we have to start implementing these plans. So the gallbladder is all about implementing, and it's part of the chief staff of your body. So it's time to make those steps, make those decisions, make those plans and put them into action. So hopefully you're getting some motivation through these frequencies as we step forward into this 21-day program. So the next part of the gifts of this element of spring could be good judgment. So do you have good judgment in a healthy, quality way? Can you make choices? So we need to be like a court judge, being able to consider all the possibilities, start to weigh them up, and then start to implement them and make decisions. But to do that, again, we've got to have the clarity. So the greater the degree of clarity we have, the more we can recognize our truth. And clarity also brings about objectivity. So when we're clear and we feel clear, and there's a sense of that fog lifting, and everything seems brighter, and our path can start to flow. So these are some of the themes that might be coming up for you mentally, emotionally, and physically, just in general, but then also as these frequencies and as you're moving your emotions as well. So the next one is to note is creativity, imagination is a process here, and bringing those senses into the world. So creativity is imagination in action. So again, we've got to have the idea, we've got to breathe it into life, and then create and invent it and implement it. So these are just some of the themes that you're journeying through. So let's just go into, and I just want to talk about the metaphysics, a little bit more of that, because this might help you in the visualization that we're about to do. So the eyes and the visions. So it's also about, can you see your truth? So sometimes we avoid our truth and our heart's desires. So it's time to not avoid that, and it's time to create our heart's desires. So hopefully the self-love frequency and the confidence frequencies that are coming on Tuesdays may help with that. Also a big part of this element is our skin. And so I just want to talk about skin, because sometimes as we're moving healing, things can come through our skin. So this is very prominent in this time of year in the season of spring. So the skin is about protecting yourself and self-acceptance. So sometimes we need to set up these boundaries to accept ourselves, let go of guilt, and see love everywhere. And then as we're journeying through the season, the solar plex governs our liver and our gallbladder, which are the yin and the yang elements of this season. So we're working through the chakras on the chakra balancing. So you may notice your solar plex might be weak or strong at this time of year. And, you know, this area is about willpower and courage and determination and transformation. So it's time to be in your own authority and know yourself and design your life. So I'm just giving you little hints of what might be coming up for you at this time. So the liver's the planner. We want to empower ourselves. And the gallbladder is about stop people pleasing, choose yourself, put yourself first. So these are some of the themes of this time. So I'm just going to stop sharing the screen. Just wanted to just have a chat about this time before we go into the meditation. So if you have any questions, just jot them in the chat, but I'm just warming you up the little meditation we're about to do. Everyone's okay? So just settle in. If you want to turn your screens off, this might be the time, because I'm going to go into the journey. And at the end, I'm just going to bid you all goodbye, and you can just drift off into the night. Beautiful. So if you haven't already, just starting to close down your eyes. In this particular little visualization journey, if you do want to put on any background music, feel free. I'm not going to have any coming through, but feel free to just put it not too loud in the background, because I'm going to take you through a little bit of a journey. You may want to write a few little notes at the end to journal. So if you don't have your mute on, if you could all just, I think there's a bit of sound. I might just mute some of you that aren't already muted. Yeah, beautiful. Okay. So starting to close down your eyes. And I want you to take a few deep breaths in for 3 and hold for 3 Starting to breathe out for 3. Just getting yourself centered and relaxed. So I want to welcome you all to this little visualization to do with the wood element and the season of spring. So it's time to leave the cocoon of winter and trust in new growth and birth new beginnings within. It's a time to move upwards, forward, into new light, to plant new seeds and new expressions for your future harvest. Looking forward and planning, starting to formulate new ideas, making decisions, and starting to determine your own direction. Are you ready to take action in your life? Spring is the perfect season for it. How do you feel when you're in the season of spring? And what does it remind you of? The theme of wood is to trust and to find your own true path. So how are you all feeling about your direction in self and life right now? Did you ponder? Did you wait? Did you go within and rest over winter? If so, then you are ready now for change, for newness, to blossom, to sprout, for more daylight and growth. So this season governs the eyes, the vision, and the colour green. Green is for go, for life, for youth, and for hope. Green can also be reflected as inner peace, forgiveness, and it's the colour of our heart chakra. The sound of this season is shout, let it all out. And the emotion is anger. So there might be some anger and frustration and resentment starting to bubble up throughout this season. Maybe you've seen it in your inner voice come through. So the emotion is anger, and anger starts to weaken the gallbladder and the liver, which is part of this element of the season. When we let it out, we release and we can accept and let things be. We can foster self-acceptance and return to our original nature, where we're inherently beautiful and lovable. And green is the color of that heart chakra. You may wish to put your hand on your heart and just breathe in the color green. So let's all start to breathe in this beautiful healing color green and start to breathe it into your heart chakra. And just starting to accept where we are in life and letting it just be. As Martin Luther King once said, I have a dream, a vision for the world. Do you? And it's time to cultivate these gifts within. Can you envision future possibilities for yourself and outcomes? Can you start to plan? Once we have that vision, can we put that plan together to take us there? Steps to guide us, maybe a map. Next is to know what we want, make decisions, and follow through. We must know ourselves and have good judgment. With this, a degree of clarity to move forward. This all takes imagination and creativity to turn our thoughts and our ideas into reality. all these gifts and all these lessons to master over this time. I want you to start to just breathe all that awareness in. When our wood element is in balance, we feel patient, resilient, kind, and positive. And when this time of year and our wood element is out of balance, we may feel angry, frustrated, impatient, and out of flow. We're going to start to tune into our own physical bodies now. So we're going to start to tune into the meridian and the organs, and I'm going to guide you through. So I want you all to start to tune in and breathe into your gallbladder area. And if you're not sure where that is, it sits on the right side of your abdominal under the liver. So you may wish to just place your hand there and just start to feel in and tune into that area of your body. So putting your hand there, and I just want you to ask intuitively your gallbladder, how does it feel right now? Maybe there's an emotion stored there. See what comes up. So just tuning into your gallbladder and asking how it feels. You might get an image. You might get a thought. You might get a sound. And you might just get an emotion. Just see what's sitting there. Let's start to breathe some of the negative emotions out of the liver. Sorry, out of the gallbladder. So I want you to imagine from where you're holding your hand, breathing and letting that energy move through the body, out through the bottom of the feet. So let's breathe out anger. And despair. And any judgment, helplessness. Let's just breathe it all out. And I want you now to imagine breathing in beautiful, positive emotions now. So we want to start to breathe up through the feet, up through the body, into this gallbladder area. I want you to start to breathe in love, motivation, choice, and feeling proud of yourself. Just breathing that up through the feet, up through the legs, through the body, into that gallbladder region. Just allowing it to settle into the body. So we're now going to tune into our liver, which is also on the right side of the body, resting in the upper part of the abdominal. So keeping your hand there on your liver, now we want to ask your liver, how does it feel right now? Is there an emotion, a feeling, a color, a symbol, a thought? Just see what starts to come up as you tune into your liver. How's it feeling? So we're going to take a beautiful deep breath in and out as we start to release some of the negative emotions that get stored in our liver at this time of year. So I want you to breathe out rage and unhappiness, irritability, and blame. So taking a beautiful deep breath and breathing it through the body and out the feet into Mother Earth to be transmuted. Deep breath in and out and breathing all those negative emotions out of the liver. So we wanted to start to bring in beautiful, clean, fresh energy into that liver. and beautiful positive emotions now. So I want you to imagine breathing up through Mother Earth, up through the feet, up through the body, into the liver, transformation, happiness, and feeling content. So breathing these beautiful positive emotions up into the body and up into that liver area. So let's keep breathing and bringing in through the vision the color of the element in the season, which is green. So I want you to imagine breathing this beautiful green energy, and we're going to invite nature in. So we're going to envision this beautiful green filling up the room around you, around your aura, around your body, just drawing in and visualizing the color green all around you. Let's now pull this beautiful green healing color through all our chakras. And we're going to start through the top of our head. So we're going to start to breathe this beautiful green color through the top of our head. We're going to take it through our whole body and our aura. As we start to breathe in the green energy, and the green energy can start to infuse our whole body full of positive relaxation, calmness, wealth and abundance, progress, and space. So imagine breathing it through the top of the head and breathing it through all the chakras, from the crown chakra down to the third eye, the throat, down to the heart. So pulling this green energy down to the solar plex, the sacral, the reproductive area, all the way down to the base chakra, infusing the whole body with the elemental healing color of green. As it's starting to infuse this relaxation, this calming energy, abundance, progress, and space. And as you're breathing this beautiful green energy, it's starting to diffuse as well any stuckness, indecisiveness, envy, and greed. So we're bringing beautiful healing energy in, and we're also releasing and diffusing. So letting that beautiful energy flood from the top of our chakras all the way down to the bottom of our feet. As we start to imagine our feet opening up and this green energy starting to flood into Mother Earth. And then breathing that energy up from Mother Earth, up through the elementals, through nature, the power of plants, earth medicine. And we're breathing this beautiful green energy up through our feet now, this fresh, clean, healthy, vibrant, beautiful green energy. Up through our feet, up through all the tendons of the body, up into the heart, taking this energy up into your eyes, the top of your head, out into the universe. And now just imagine this beautiful color green starting to be pulled back in from the universe into the top of your crown chakra as we call this energy back. And we're going to meet this green energy as we pull it back from the universe down to our heart. And then I want you to imagine just taking your sight down through to the earth chakra, down to the feet, and pulling up this beautiful fresh green energy also up from the earth, the start, the earth chakra, up into the heart chakra as it meets our yin and our yang, our universal energy and our earth chakra energy and our star, up into our heart. So this green energy is now resting in our beautiful, expansive heart energy, And I want you to take a beautiful, big, expansive breath out into your field. So breathing this green healing energy of light out the front, the back, above, below of your heart chakra into a beautiful, expansive bubble of calming, spacious, green, protective energy. As you breathe this into your auric field around you. And I want you to silently intentionalize these affirmations into your field. As you breathe them in to your field, and I just want you to silently repeat, I give myself the green light. I give myself the green light. I can enact the plans of my heart's desires. I can act the plans of my heart's desires. And I'm ready to take action. And I'm ready to take action. And you may want to ask for a symbol or a gift to appear, or a message. And start to bring that back into your heart space. And if you do have a gift or a symbol appear, just ask your higher self, what's the message? What's the meaning of this gift right now? So as you breathe this beautiful green healing light, as we journey through spring and the element of wood, through our eyes and our skin and our body and our liver and our gallbladder, we're ready for new beginnings and we're ready to take action. So just allowing all of that to just gently sit in your heart space. And when you're ready, just slowly inviting yourself back into the room, back into the body, and starting to welcome yourselves back. So as you start to come back into the room, into your body, and you might have got some messages from your liver, from your gallbladder, and from your heart. So if you did, just as we start to journey off this call, maybe just do a little bit of journaling. If anything came up, it might just help you journey through the rest of our spring into spring. So thank you all for joining me tonight, and I'll see you in the group, and have a beautiful evening ahead. Take care.